What's up, everybody, and welcome to ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. I'm Drew Boseling. That's the one and the only, back from the weekend, Scott Savage. Scott, what's going on, buddy?
That's right. I joined you on the internet. I was missing it, so.
Internet problems keep coming back, Scott. One of those things. Oh, man. It's funny how we all revolve around the internet, and once it goes down, we're like, yo, now what am I going to do?
It's like, what do I even do? I start a fire in the backyard and look at it?
You're rubbing your hands together with a stick. I have made fire. Shout out to Castaway.
I do have some books, but
what are those? Actually, I have graphic novels, and I have hobbies.
You have picture books.
That's right. Yeah, I don't read.
I say holding my jealousy.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Metal Gear Solid graphic novel. Dude, let's get into where people can find us noon Eastern Monday to Friday over on twitch.tv/theofficialitg, as well as youtube.com/theofficialitg. But if you can't join us live, hit us up later inside the game.ca podcast services and TV streaming networks around the globe. Today's show is a hot one. Once again, Red Dead Redemption Tombstone has been announced. What does that mean for the future of the series? We'll discuss that. Another massive update and new mode coming to Cyberpunk 2077. And Xbox's biggest deal comes to an end.
No, I sure hope so.
Dude, let's get into it as we talk about Red Dead Redemption Tombstone officially announced. Kate Harold over at Gaming Bible. Rockstar Games has presumably full steam ahead on the development of Grand Theft Auto 6, but I'd like to imagine that something Red Dead related is cooking up in the background. Whether it be a spin-off or a long-awaited Red Dead Redemption 3, oh, please. This franchise is too wildly successful for Rockstar to turn their back on it, surely. I don't know. Red Dead Online, rest in peace.
Everybody loves it, but...
Dude, I don't know, man. It's been 5 years since Red Dead Redemption 2 was released. Already, Scott, it's been 5 years.
See, that's crazy to me, because time's all weird a couple years ago.
Yeah, I hear you. And it's still one of the best looking games of all time. Fans have a pretty good idea about who they'd like to star as the protagonist in Red Dead 3. In the meantime, many replaying Red Dead Redemption 2. One player managed to somehow bring an NPC back to camp, while another spotted a major plot hole. Today, though, I've just the thing to tide you over for Red Dead fans. Red Dead Redemption Tombstone event has been announced. Red Dead Redemption Tombstone is an in-person event that will take place this July in the town of Tombstone, located in Arizona. Best known for being the location of the gunfight of the OK Corral all the way back in 1881. On the 29th and 30th of July, the cast from the Red Dead Redemption franchise will descend on the town of Tombstone for a huge gathering. There are 11 cast members currently confirmed, Scott. They can't be doing this with nothing else in the works. Scott,
yeah.
What do you got?
Or is this a farewell?
Oh!
Tombstone. Are they planting the tombstone to end? It does kind of seem like everybody's getting together for a big party, and it does sound like a blast. Also, I have to say.
It would be nice, right? Dude, 11 of the cast members are going to be there. John Marston himself is going to be there. Rod, I think it was. And there's so many people that I'm like, yo, this is going to be a cool event. But if they're doing this, part of me thinks, yo, there's got to be something else cooking then, right? For Red Dead, I think. I know, obviously, right now, Rockstar is heavily invested working on GTA 6. Granted, we all know why. GTA 5 is still the biggest game around, online and otherwise. But then everybody else right now is like starving for something else for the world of Red Dead. We just got put out to pasture on Red Dead Online not too long ago. And it feels like, dude, that one stinks.
Put out to pasture at the little OK Corral.
Right? And it's just, but Kate's right. Dude, this is one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. Ever. This thing is stunning. And the gameplay was fun. It was just the lack of turnaround on content that kept us empty for what was essentially such a promising premise of what could have been when you take the same team who's created GTA Online, GTA Heists, Scott, and then you kind of hope for something to carry that over, that feel of where Red Dead is. Granted, I know they're two different time frames of the game, but you can still implement some of those features that we experienced in GTA and bring it over into the world of Red Dead, especially Red Dead Online with heists. Dude, the fact that we don't have any heists, the whole game is based around heists, man. Yet you go online and you're just like, nope.
No heists in the Wild West, not this time. It'd be nice to see them throw together some sort of in-game element for this real life event. That would be the perfect time, perfect venue to announce, okay, even if it is one last hurrah, here's the final DLC chapter. This will be the last one. We may just not even get that. This might be the tombstone that is planted in the dirt.
Okay, let me ask you that. Do you think this is the end of Red Dead?
I think there'll be another Red Dead, but I don't think we're going to see anything for Red Dead 2. And if we do get another Red Dead, I want to say I think it would be Red Dead Redemption 3, but I think it's more likely it would go Red Dead Revolver and kind of default back to what it used to be.
Right. Yeah, really. It could be. That'll be interesting, dude, for sure. I have to feel. I feel like there's something cooking. I don't think they put together this event without something in the back of their mind going, "Hey, we will be bringing out more Red Dead content." Not for Red Dead 2. I think Red Dead 2 is just finished. I think Red Dead Online right now is done. There is nothing else. People are still playing, but it's really a minimal group of people, individuals that are still in that world. It's funny because I thought about downloading it the other day just to jump back in because I miss being in that world. So it's one of those things like, man, trip down memory lane might be kind of nice to get in here.
I saw a post about the snow area at the beginning and going, did anybody like the snow area? The longest intro ever.
No.
But I'm watching that and going, yeah, that was really frustrating. I could play that again though.
Well, that's right. So they were even talking about one point of, okay, so when you play online, right, you have your camp. Scott, do me a favor and jump on Twitch and take care of that person, will you, please? Are you done?
I think I did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thanks. I thought you were on that. You normally pretty quick. So it's when Rockstar was talking about it initially, right? As we play online, we have a camp, and because we're a bandit, we're always on the move, which makes a ton of sense. But they were talking about roadmaps at one point, the fact that we could buy houses and buy locations and customize things.
Just like Grand Theft Auto.
I would, yeah, exactly. Where I'd love to have seen the roadmap they actually had envisioned for Red Dead 2, and then go, what happened? Like, where'd all that content go, right? Like, I'd still be there to this day playing this game. 5 years old, I'd still be there if they were giving us content. We see games of service, and sometimes these things don't work, and then others keep people invested in these games for years. Dude, I was going in, day out. I had my 28-day streak for daily challenges. Even if I was going in just to get, dude, I was racking in gold, man. I had gold. I was getting ready for some of these things to drop, and they just never saw the light of day. But I'm not the only one, right? There's a ton of us that were there. Is it the time period? Is it the Western time period that just doesn't pull people in like how GTA Online does right now?
It's just not as easy as adding in a few more cars.
Yeah. Here's a couple more horses, right? So,
they could do a casino, though. I have many ideas coming to mind very quickly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have ideas. I'm sure Rockstar has ideas. I'd like to know where this kind of fell off the wagon, though. Dude, I'm full of them today. I'm on fire. As to what happened with Red Dead Online, because I think there will still be an opportunity for a community that is still starving for this game to make a return. If they announce tomorrow, hey, we're revitalizing Red Dead Online, would you jump back in?
Absolutely, I would.
Right?
I'm waiting for just literally any sign for me to get online.
Yeah, I'd be there too within a second, dude. I instantly, the minute I hear that, boom, console's on, downloading, done. Like, there is no questions. I'm ready to go, and it's just, I can't think I'm the only one.
No, what would we have to delete to make it fit, though?
Well, that's
that becomes the question.
These damn consoles are so small for hard drives, man. I tell you. Yeah, no, okay, you want to download it? Okay, well, you need to free up 100 and some odd gigs, right? It's just like,
goodbye Call of Duty again.
I know. I keep looking at it. I'm like, what am I shifting around right now? I just put MLB The Show 23 on there. It's like, I gotta flip this out and take this off and then put this on. I'm losing things that I'm kind of trying to chip away at, but same time, onwards and upwards, Scott. Just like the next article, let's get into it, as it's Cyberpunk related, making a return once again. Scott, the game has made a massive comeback. Cyberpunk 2077's massive new update includes brand new mode. Catherine Lewis over at Gaming Bible. Dude, we have Gaming Bible back to back. We do. Good on them today. Cyberpunk 2077 continues to make one of the biggest comebacks of all time, having recovered from one of the worst video game releases in recent memory to a futuristic RPG that's actually really fun. Scott, did you ever finish it? Did you ever jump back in? Have you played? How much have you played this game?
I didn't finish it. No, I'm many hours into it though.
Well,
I was having a hard time trying to pick what kind of character I wanted. I remember running around with this katana that I probably should have just left on the ground.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I hear it. But after some much needed updates to the game, we're finally in a place where gamers are actively excited for Cyberpunk 2077's DLC and sequel. Sequel, Scott. Did you see that? Sequel.
Sequel.
We basically know nothing about the latter, mind you. Announced last October, the new title is currently codenamed Project Orin and is already in development. The one reassuring piece of information we do have about it is that the game will be tested on all platforms. maybe there's a lesson learned besides just testing on PC, right?
Yeah, I sure hope so.
The next one, Scott, has got to be on current gen only, right? We're not going to go back to PS4 and Xbox One.
No, we must leave that in the past eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, the spy. Sorry, go ahead.
Unless this one's ready to go, but we don't know anything about it. It's very unlikely it's ready to go soon.
Yeah, I doubt that, right? How long has it been since this? Well, okay, here's the it's funny because the game launched, disastrous launch, like we all know about. 2 years later, the game is in the state where it should have been at launch, right? So essentially, you take a look at the launch, you go, nah, it's not really a launch because, again, taken off PlayStation stores and then brought back 2 years later, and we're in a whole other state of the game. Now people are loving the game, and this is what we should have had at launch. So it's kind of one of these, when did it really officially launch? Probably just the most current state. So I want to
feels
say
like it just
3 years ago.
It became just a broader Q&A session, really, is what happened on launch.
Well, yeah, so if that's 3 years ago, then that's really put the team behind making the new one, right? Project Orin. So
yeah,
that's really been a bit of a delay in behind the scenes of what's kind of going on there, and it's unfortunate to see. But meanwhile, the spy thriller story DLC Phantom Liberty is set to release sometime this year. It'll feature none other than Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Oh, sorry, my bad. As one of the veteran United States of American agent Solomon Reed. Before that, though, PC players can also look forward to a massive new update releasing next month, which includes a super impressive graphics mode, Scott. So the new mode is really just for PC players. As revealed by NVIDIA blog, Ray Tracing Overdrive mode is coming to the PC version of the game on April 11th. This includes path tracing, basically a better version of ray tracing, which simulates light even better than before. The blog post reads, used by visual effects artists to create film and TV graphics that are indistinguishable from reality. Dude, that's impressive, man. When you
that's a pretty big claim there.
Yeah, absolutely, right. So
I'm worried. How much technical room for failure do you put into this, though? After the rockiness of it,
I think it's funny because I was like, no, and I don't think they're gonna botch Cyberpunk, and then sure enough, it comes out and it is a disaster. But I think having gone through that, I feel that they, being CD Projekt Red, have really learned their lesson that they cannot do this again. Being taken off stores is a massive mistake, right?
Yeah.
Or now losing money. Granted, they made a ton of money in the end, but it's still one thing that they want to keep in the back of the mind going, now every game that we put forward, people are going to go, did it launch like Cyberpunk 2077? Or can we buy this now? Right? It's always going to be in the back of our minds.
Any game that comes out in general, not even just from CDPR.
Yeah, that's true too, right? It's actually kind of worldwide now.
It has me worried about Tears of the Kingdom now.
Yeah, really? Well, it's my only fear for Tears of the Kingdom is its old hardware is holding it back, right?
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing because I think that the game will be solid, but it's how many issues it's going to have. We saw side tangent here. Pokemon, the latest Pokemon games, not run well on the because of the hardware essentially, and because the developers weren't optimizing it enough properly. So there's a couple of different things going on there. But moving forward here, we're into I keep calling it next gen. I guess we're really current gen, being Xbox, Series X and S and PS5, and then PC standards. So maybe now that they've shifted off of last gen consoles, because they're not going to bring this to last gen, this is just going to be on current gen now only. It gives them less resources to worry about managing and allow them to focus on the new and the present, right? So Maybe that'll free up some resources as well. Hopefully make things a lot smoother. But everybody as like industry wide is going, we don't want to be like that. Right? When we come
No.
out, we want it to be polished and perfect. Granted, no game, dude, is ever perfect. We review games all the time on the show, and every game has a day one update, right?
Yeah.
Like every single game. Hey, granted, we know these are the bugs. So here's some inside baseball for everybody. Here's the bugs we already know about. This is what we're working on. Day one patch is going to resolve these. This is how this works. We get this all the time. This is going to be no different. And then they keep patching and keep patching. This is the reason why we're able to play Cyberpunk 2077 now, because they patched it so many times where they were able to fix it. Dude, No Man's Sky, same situation, right? They come around and that game just keeps pumping out content, and people are there living and breathing in those worlds all the time. Super cool to see a comeback like this, but yeah, nobody wants to do that. Scott, why do you take the next one, as I'm getting dry here?
Microsoft has changed things up now. Microsoft has confirmed the $1 Xbox Game Pass deal has now ended, that is no longer being offered, which is a drag for new users. Personally, I've had Game Pass for so long now. I don't think I ever took advantage of it. But this comes from Mike Straw at Insider Gaming. Microsoft has confirmed that it has ended the $1 Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass deal. The confirmation comes after initial reports began on Sunday. This is a quote. We have stopped our previous introductory offer for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass and are evaluating different marketing promotions for new members in the future. End quote. The company said in a statement per The Verge. With the $1 trial, players were able to sign up for either Xbox Game Pass Ultimate or PC Game Pass for a single dollar for 1 month. After that month, the membership would jump to the standard $14.99. I believe that's American.
Yeah.
Currently, there are no discount plans available for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate or PC Game Pass. A year subscription is the same price, whether you do it month to month or pay yearly. Microsoft is working on a friends and family plan for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, but there hasn't been an update on when that could be rolled out to the US or UK markets. Yeah, I'm still curious as to when that's happening.
Yeah, good question.
Xbox Game Pass Ultimate has been around since April 2019 and has included the service on both console and PC. Also included in the membership is Xbox Live Gold, allowing online multiplayer for users. Lastly, it gives players access to EA Play, which gives access to a number of EA games. Yeah, every Battlefield almost. And Insider Gaming has reached out for Microsoft to ask when those markets and others could see the test of Friends and Family plan when released. There's been no answers given yet, though.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's something they've been talking about for a while now, right? So it'd be nice to see that hit the light of day. But dude, this one's been around. This deal has been going on forever. Are you a little shocked this lasted this long?
A little bit, yeah, because it seemed like it was going to be more of a seasonal kind of thing, and then it just stayed around forever.
I wonder how well it's worked, right? There's got to be a reason why. I wonder, there's a couple of questions. Why are they canceling it now? Because it's just how they get your foot in the door, right? Here, try it for a month at $1. Oh, good. You're in? Okay, cool. Now stick around and pay us $15 every month. How many people have done that and they just kept coming back, keep coming back? How many people, though, on the other side of that, Scott, have just made a new account?
Yeah, I have known a few people to just
yeah.
Get a few 1 months as time goes on.
I guess I'm just too lazy to do that. Like, that's just a lot of work.
Yeah,
pumping in a new email just to save. I get it's you do what you gotta do, and that saves you a couple bucks for sure, especially every month, man. But I pay for the year and then I walk away and I forget about it and it automatically renews next year, dude. I forget.
I turn off the auto renew so that I feel the satisfaction of loading it for another year.
No, I'd just rather set it and forget it and walk away. They got me, Scott. I'm already in, dude. I'm not going anywhere, right?
Well, that is the idea.
Yeah, exactly. PlayStation Plus is no different. They got me there too. It's just.
What about Nintendo? Do you let that one?
I don't have a Nintendo online service subscription.
I was part of a family plan. We had a bunch of people working together, but it didn't last.
Their online service just doesn't compare to Xbox and PlayStation at all, right? That's the biggest thing. Dude, my dad has my Switch right now. Like, I don't even use my Switch. So my dad's got it right now. My parents are off traveling, so that they've got my dad's like, "Can I borrow your Switch?" I'm like, "Yep." I'm not using it, dude. And sure enough, what happens? We've got a couple games come up. I'm like, "Oh man, Dad, I need my Switch."
Yeah, immediately we get loaded with Switch stuff. It's been funny. A pretty nice season for me.
Yeah, but yourself and Corey have us covered, so I wasn't too concerned if something.
I think you would have liked Blanc.
Ah man, that was one I was like, oh, this one kind of hurts because I could have seen myself playing that one. But yeah, it's just one of those things, dude. You've been going well. Why don't you keep going the next one too? Because I think this one makes sense for you as well.
Will Call of Duty 2023 have round-based zombies? A new rumor has emerged. This comes from Tom Henderson at Insider Gaming. A new leak/rumor from Call of Duty Zombies content creator Glitching Queen has suggested that round-based zombies will be coming to Call of Duty 2023. According to Glitching Queen, the source of the rumor stems from a QA playtester who is currently testing round-based zombies slated for Call of Duty 2023. That seems pretty cut and dry. Insider Gaming heard similar rumors several weeks ago. However, hearing information from one source should never be reported. After corroborating with trusted and vetted sources, Insider Gaming believes that round-based zombies are almost certainly coming as a major reboot in 2024 and not in Call of Duty 2023. It's understood that the current plan is to introduce zombies as a different experience between now and when Treyarch's next title launches. As mentioned by Glitching Queen, people are playtesting for the next Call of Duty game, but they're also playtesting for Call of Duty 2024. Documents that leaked during the latest Activision data breach that were provided to Insider Gaming show the names and consoles of the playtesting Treyarch's next title. Earlier this month, a new job listing for Treyarch's senior level designer outlined as a senior level designer, you will work on production content for Call of Duty Warzone, Outbreak, and other large map experiences. To be expected, the job listing entails that Warzone 2.0 will receive a brand new large-scale Warzone map with the next Black Ops game. That's a trend that they are sure to keep up with.
No, absolutely. This is no surprise. We heard they're going to take a year off, and then that quickly got squashed, right? Like, no, we're not really taking a year off. We're just we're going to do something else and bring in more Call of Duty because it made them like $1 billion in 3 weeks. So
yeah,
of course they're going to keep coming back, right? Like, I don't think that'll ever take a rest, Scott. We often go, is it Call of Duty fatigue over and over again? And like, clearly not, right? For some, sure. Others, no. If you're a Call of Duty fan, you're back in there playing Call of Duty. Dude, Corey's on that game every day, right? It's just one of those things. That's his go-to game. And a lot of people go towards Call of Duty. They have a blast playing it. Makes a lot of sense. I'm always there for the single player content and have a blast, and then I dip out. I dabbled with Warzone. I was there for a while. Dude, I have a lot more hours than I ever anticipated. This year has been probably the biggest year for me for Call of Duty, but that's just something that's out of the norm. But again,
I miss the zombies mode. It's been so long since I played zombies mode, and that's one of those things where in high school you end up seeing the sunrise before you stop playing.
No, absolutely. Holy Scott, buddy, just like that. Can you believe it? That's the show, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. This has been ITG Daily, where we bring you the hottest in gaming news. You can always join us live over on Twitch and YouTube at the official ITG. But if you can't join us live, hit us up later inside the game.ca podcast services, TV streaming networks around the globe. Until tomorrow, everyone, I'm Drew. That's Scott. We'll see you inside the game.